How you guys doing? I'm Levon Whitaker, and welcome to another episode of Sports Fluid. Now, before I get started on this week's topic of the NBA awards, I want to say I am very excited to see more trades happening in the NBA. I thought yesterday's trade between the Hornets and Dwight Howard was great. I also thought that the 76ers acquiring the first overall pick in tomorrow's draft was great because they would potentially pick Markelle Fultz. Now, let's get straight to it. This year's awards are Sixth Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, and the most interesting of all, MVP. Now, for Sixth Man, I'm going to go with Lou Williams. He's facing up against Eric Gordon and Andre Iguodala, but I think Lou Williams has done a great job with a little over 17 points per game. I think he overshadows the other two candidates because Lou Williams could be on the floor without James Harden, the superstar, or Patrick Beverley, and he can create his own shot. The guy can get to the basket and shoot the ball. We saw him show those skills in LA on a very poor team. Now, next, we got Coach of the Year. The candidates are Mike D'Antoni, Greg Popovich, and Eric Spoelstra. Now, I'm going to take Mike D'Antoni because Mike D'Antoni is not new to this. The guy came in 2005, won Coach of the Year with Steve Nash, who was the MVP of the NBA. He has 55-27 record this year. Now, the Rockets were 8th seed last year. In 2017, they're the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. I thought they did a great job. Greg Popovich, I hold him accountable because LaMarcus Aldridge was not productive in the Western Conference. Not only that, he wasn't all of that over the regular season. The guy didn't play sometimes, and he just wasn't what we thought he would be coming from Portland this year. Next, we have Defensive Player of the Year. Another undoubtedly award goes to Draymond Green. He's facing up against Rudy Gobert and Kawhi Leonard for this award, but Draymond Green leads both players in steals, and he has more blocks than both players. Kawhi Leonard, a great defensive player, great two-way player, but I don't think he deserves this award. He just doesn't He just doesn't sit well against the standards that Draymond Green has set. Rudy Gobert, no slouch. I think he can continue to put up the great defensive numbers without Gordon Hayward in Utah. I think he's just that great defensively. Now, Rookie of the Year, you got Malcolm Brogdon, Joel Embiid, and Sariq, two members from the 76ers. Sariq, a little over 12 points a game, 81 games. I don't think he is that effective, although I thought he was a great pick if you play fantasy basketball. Malcolm Brogdon, I thought he should have been a lot better in the system without Jabari Parker. I'm still glad they made it to the playoffs, but he averaged a little over 10 points a game over 75 games. But I'm going with the process. I'm trusting the process and going with Joel Embiid, a little over 20 points a game, only 31 games this season, but the guy averaged one less minute than the other two candidates over 31 games. He had more blocks and he was second in steals against the candidates he's facing off against for this award. Now you got Most Improved Player of the Year. Giannis Antetokounmpo is my pick facing against Rudy Gobert and Nikola Jokic. Why? Well, in 2016, the Milwaukee Bucks were the 12th seed in the East. 2017, no Jabari Parker, and they make the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference? Well, I wonder why. Well, I'll tell you why. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 23 points a game. That's a 6-point increase over last season. Also had 8 rebounds, which is equivalent to last season, and a little over almost 2 blocks a game, and a little over 5 assists per game, which is also an increase from last season. He did a great job carrying that team into the playoffs. Rudy Gobert, I'm not discrediting him or Nikola Jokic. They were two of my favorites whenever I decided to play fantasy sports. Rudy Gobert, over 14 points a game, over 12 rebounds a game, almost 3 blocks a game. Nikola Jokic, another favorite. I like him in that Denver Nuggets system. 16 points a game, 9 rebounds, almost 10 rebounds a game. Now, most importantly, MVP. Now, I told you guys before I was taking Russell Westbrook. I'm still taking Russell Westbrook. I do not care if people say he's padding the stat sheet. I don't care. I do not care. This guy set the triple-double record. He set the triple-double record. There's no discrediting to James Harden and Kawhi Leonard of what they have done. But, I mean, he played 81 games just like James Harden. He averaged just under 2 points and just under 2 minutes per game than James Harden. His field goal percentage was above 10. Field goal percentage was above 10 when it came to shots. Shot attempts. Field goal percentage was the least between the 3 candidates, but he's the only one taking the most. He's taking the most shots on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Why? Well, you got a guy like Oladipo. He's been a slouch since he came from the Orlando Magic. He hasn't stood up to his standards that he was supposed to meet in OKC when they got rid of Dion Waiters. He probably would have came in and did a lot better job than Victor Oladipo. Russell Westbrook, magnificent player. He's made the guys around him a lot better. He's made them, I'm not better, I'm sorry. He's relied on them and they came through because of the position he puts them in. You got guys like Enes Kanter, Steve Adams, you got Taj Gibson. Not any of these guys can sit out and shoot the ball, especially not Andre Roberson. You got Kyle Springer coming off the bench who's not knocking down shots. Everybody's afraid to play, and Russell Westbrook made this team a playoff team without Kevin Durant. He did a great job. He deserves this award. Like I said, he set the triple-double record. He's did a great job leading this team. I think he'll continue to do so. They get him some help at Oklahoma City. They can be very dangerous if someone wants to play alongside Russell Westbrook. That's this week's episode about the NBA awards. Again, I look forward to seeing more trades in the NBA. Thank you guys for tuning in.